Alright, so we back. We back. What's up? What's good? Okay, I think this angle should be good, so we're just gonna hope and pray. I've been waking up at like in between 3 and 4, and I stay up. So in the afternoon, I've been eating some caffeine. So this is what we on today. We got our ginger Red Bull. I'm not sponsored, though I should be. We're pouring it in a cup with some lemon and ice. Lemon and ginger go hand in hand. Yeah. We're getting right into it. Genesis 5 and 6, and then I might do 7 through 9 while I'm here. Yeah, 5 and 6 is pretty short. Oh, I already read this. Okay, so it was, if I'm not mistaken, 11 generations between Adam and Moses. If I'm not mistaken. No, excuse me. Between Adam and Noah, it was 11 generations. I'm about to recount them. That's pretty much all chapter 5 talks about. It's just genealogy. And I was joking with someone, and I was like, oh, I'm finna skip that. And they was like, nah, we gonna struggle through it together. Thank you, because what? I don't want to read all these names. But okay. So, Adam, right? Adam. Seth. Enos. Canaan. Mahalalel. That's 5. Jared. Enoch. Methuselah. Lamech. Noah. So 10. I counted 10 this time. 10 generations between Adam and Noah. Okay, cool. Then Shem, Ham, and Japheth were Noah's kids. Low-key didn't even know Noah had kids. But that wraps up chapter 5. It's all genealogy. Now chapter 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of gods, the daughters of men, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose. Huh? I'm finna Google that. Where my phone? Because I need to understand. It was just my mom's birthday, time-wise. The sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of which they chose. There are 2 main interpretations, and both are taught in churches and Bible study groups. Neither is wrong, they just focus on different parts of the story. The view says sons of God, heavenly beings, angels. Daughter of men, human women. They married them, which God did not approve of. The mixing led to chaos, violence, and corruption on earth. That's what eventually sets the stage for the flood story. I'm glad I Googled this because I did not get that from this. I was like confused. Why the people believe this? Okay, what's the second one? The view says son of God is the descendants of Seth, Adam's son, and daughters of men, the descendants of Cain. I need to text my Bible study partner. He probably at work. Genesis 6:2. Yeah, he's at work. Because whether it's descendants of Seth, Adam's son, and descendants of Cain, Cain and Abel, who come from who? Cain and Abel's father was Adam, right?
Yeah.
Who's the father? I just want to make sure this ain't what. Yeah, Adam is Cain and Abel's father. So I guess so is Seth. Oh yes, Seth is the child they had after Abel passed. So either way it go, the godly people began marrying people who didn't follow God. This led to spiritual decline, moral chaos, and eventually judgment. The previous chapters, my mom used to date somebody who used to call themselves the devil. And she's like, grew up in the church, so I don't understand it, but okay. I feel like it was just loneliness and lust. Which I too have been a victim of, so I judge not. So either way it goes, the world became chaotic. Whether it's the first view or the second view, it became chaotic. And that's why the flood happens. Because humanity drifted far from God and acted without restraint. Genesis 6:2 is describing a time when people followed the desire over wisdom, which led to brokenness across the whole world. My whole thing is that not inside spirit? Because Seth, they said Seth's son of God was the descendants of Seth, and daughters of men were the descendants of Cain. Girl, those are your cousins. Those Seth and Cain are brothers. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, for he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days. Oh, my speaking of cousins, that's weird. But my cousin watched a movie about the Bible, and he said that there were giants who helped Noah build the ark. I never seen that movie, so I didn't know that. But absolutely, I believe there are giants. If there are dinosaurs, hello. And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, oh, that sounds like the first viewing when they were like the angels started to procreate with humans. And they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented. Why didn't he just get rid of humans at that point? Because we a hot mess. Am I on camera? We a hot mess. Yeah, I'm gonna finish 7 through 9 right now. I might go further than that. How far is Genesis? Yo, you is not finna finish Genesis right now. Genesis, oh Lord. Help me. Help me, please, help me. I didn't realize Genesis was so long. Okay. Alright. And the Lord said, I will destroy man who I have created from the face of earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Oh, that's why we're still here, because of Noah. Because out of all the bad bunches, always one good one. There are generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. People say humans, I need to write this stuff down because people say humans can't be perfect. Noah was a perfect human. Where my I got this disgusting song in my head, and I'm just like, please take the cussing away. Okay, so update on my year fast. So I'm on day 10 today, and the hardest thing for me is to stop cussing. The most difficult task. Okay, so 5. Alright, so 6-2, confusion.
Just cute.
Confusion and disgust. I'm not supposed to judge, but that's what 6-2 gave me. Confusion and disgust. Dang, nobody's telling me about Genesis.
Just cute.
I'd rather it be the angels. I'm gonna ask my pastor. But I'd rather it be, I literally got my pastor's number. I could text her and ask her. But I'd rather it be the angels, procreated with humans. 6-4.
Just cute.
I'm just rereading what I read.
Tracks today.
I'm a little jealous of Noah. Like, for God to say you're perfect. What? You won. You've cracked the code. If God says you're perfect, who can say you're not? You must really be living right. And I don't think I could ever reach that. And I don't aim to reach it, but I'm a little jealous. And I don't even get jealous. I do not get jealous. Not over women. Not over women who my men find attractive. Like, I do not get jealous. But for God to say someone's perfect, I'm jealous. I'm just different. Anyway, the earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. But before God, I have so many questions. Okay, I'm finna ask him. Thank God for godly relationships.
Just cute.
Okay, so I'm on 6:11. Why you didn't tell me chapter 6 got juicy? Like, it's dramatic. So 6:11 says the earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. Is that saying like before God existed? Because God created the earth. So is this saying like before him, like in front of him?
Cute.
You know?
Purchase tracks.
I think it's the second one. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth that he had them tending. That made me think about how God will have you take care of something, and then that thing you was taking care of turns on you. Let me put some lip gloss on.
Just
Don't be petty, right? It's so hard not to be petty, especially when your feelings hurt. Like,
Your tracks today.
that's what I get. Don't be petty, right? Lip gloss popping, girl. It's by Natrium. It's called Fetal Glow Lip Balm Shimmer in the shade Galaxy. It's so bomb. So bomb. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Y'all, I hate violence. Martin Luther King Jr. is me. Like, that should have been my father. Like, I hate violence. I cannot stand it. Unless it's, never mind, dark thoughts. But I hate violence. Like, I'd rather, before I hurt you, there are other avenues to go down before I hurt you. Okay? Like walking away. Turning the other cheek. When they go low, we go high. Okay? Hate violence.
Just cute.
I'm not a punk. I don't run from no smoke. But I hate violence. Hate. I might not even whip my kids. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So I might like metaphorically have a rod. But as far as like whipping my children, no. Mm-mm. Anyway. My kids are gonna be understanding and emotionally intelligent. I'm gonna make sure of it. All right. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh has, make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above.
Group's just cute. It's
And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. God is very specific. When he gives direction, he lets you know. And I always pray that my signs are blatant because I know that I'm slow and I could be a little ditzy and absent-minded, and I get distracted easily. So I really ask that my signs be blatant because God would tell me one thing and I'll be thinking he means the polar opposite. But no, God is very specific in his directions. I like that about him. Mwah. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy son's wife with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, two of every sort shalt thou bring on the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. That's what my mom be talking about. Like, it needs to be a woman and a man. And I'm just like, Mom, like, what if it's just me? Or, let me stop talking because I forget I'm talking to the whole dang internet. Ugh.
group's just cute. It's
My other cousin was supposed to start Bible study too. Cousin, where you at? I'm on Genesis 7 right now. I'll send you the links to it. But I did Genesis 1 through 4. And then right now I'm recording chapters 6 and 7. And I might go all the way. I'm sorry, I'm recording 5 and 6. And then I might do 7 through 10 as well. So where you at, girl? Where you at? My cousin doing Bible study with me too. That's what I pray for. Like-minded, like-hearted. Okay, so of fowls of their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food, for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. Noah followed directions. So from 6:14, that's when God told Noah to build the ark. I seen this one person on TikTok.
Just cute bits.
So then Noah did it in 6:22. Because it said, thus did Noah, according to all God commanded him, so did he. Whatever God told him to do, he did. Period. And if it ain't a God, keep that basura. Period. Am I in the camera? I'm using my back camera so I can record in 4K, but who knows? All right, y'all. So that is all for chapters 5 and 6, and that is really our day 2. Next is day 3, Genesis 7 through 9. I might do day 3 and 4 right now, because day 4 is just 10 and 11. So that'll be, yeah, because I've skipped a few days and I need to catch up. So yeah, very much so. All right, y'all. So from this, Noah just started building the ark. He built the ark following God's command. The world was evil, was corrupted, it was violent. God didn't like that. He was like, I take that back. I'm actually finna wipe y'all out. Like, I'm actually not going to. Oh, it's a blimp. You know there are only 3 blimps in the world, and I've seen this blimp all day. I've seen 2 blimps today. But God was like, you know what? I'm actually not going to fulfill my promise because you're not acting right. You're not acting right. It started with Adam and Eve, and generations. I done gave y'all 10 generations, and you still not acting right. You just got worse. Oh no, it's done. I'm no fool. I'm not to be taken advantage of, walked over. If you don't do your part, faith without works is dead, baby. Your works is not being done. You're over here doing what you want to do, living your free will and not by God's will. So guess what? You're out of here. Deuces, peace, be gone. So that's what I got out of that reading. Hopefully I'm in the camera. If not, like, I'm ducking down so I could try to be in the camera. If not, I'll redo it. But that is Genesis 5 and 6. Take care of you, body, soul, spirit, mind, and all.